Hello. Hello. Hark comes to the Great Plains. It is I, Watermop Mopwater. I hope my audio's alright. I had to set it to default once because my OBS messed up. So I fixed it around, but I'm not sure if everything is sounding alright. So, but hopefully it is. I'll just check it again when stream is done and see if I need to change anything. But yay! Today I'm gonna continue Cell of Empireo. I think last time we were stuck. Haruki was brought to the other building, and he's kind of stuck. I think we're hunting headless rats now. There's a lot of spirits roaming around too, so he has to be wary of that. So a lot of past memories are starting to come to haunt Haruki. So I'm wondering from what extent is from where it is him and where it ends with him. Yay. I remember last time I stopped before I needed to keep exploring because I went and looked around and then I realized there was a whole section of the map I didn't get to see yet. So I'm gonna go take a peek there and go see what's up. Where are my controls? Yes. Okay, yeah, and then corrosion 30%, not great. I'm hoping then I can find another way to lower it. Where even am I? Right, wait, we're all here. The drugs. Oh, right, and then I wanted to go over, let me check. Plant fragment or empty bottle. Oh, right, because the empty bottle, we had hydrogen peroxide in it, and so it's empty. But we still have it. I wonder if we need it later then. Ballpoint pen, we don't need yet. This is the floor. I'm gonna hold on. I'm hoping I can give the ballpoint pen to Ibukun later. That'd be ideal. We're on the star floor, if I remember correctly, and we're or are we? Yeah, we should be. Cause I think we're in the cultivation room right now. So I want to make my way down to Cell C and the special prison then. And then I think, oh, right, and then I've been scared the whole time because I kept anticipating for a chase sequence to come, but we haven't gotten any. So then we might just be still in the exploration mode. But I don't know how long, because I feel like at any moment I'm at risk of being chased. Because there's the vision shift, the spirits too. Right, and I couldn't go down here, right? Yeah. No, you can't. Things over there. Right. So we can't go there yet. Hey. It was my role to heal myself too, but I gave that up, right? Ah. Oh. Why does it keep like corroding him though? But it heals him? Or does that not matter? Does the sound not matter? I'm not sure. Machine to help control the elevator. Okay. Special machine is installed here. Seems to activate from time to time. There's stairs here. Elevator with 2 doors. Star floor. Can we operate it? The elevator is on, but it seems like you need special authorization to use it. Okay. I'll save odd. Oh, I'll save over file 8. Okay. There's a strong shutter that can't be lifted out without a lot of strength. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to... So I can't go down there still. What can I do? I came back up. Okay, can I go back down, I think? Hey! Welcome back this week to the Cell of Empireo. Okay, I still have the things. Item, hold on, can I went on the elevator though to come to the star floor, so could I go back down to the moon floor? I'm scared. I feel like something's gonna start chasing me when I go back down to the moon floor though. But I haven't been able to check out isolation cells B and A, so maybe they want me to go back there. Maybe I should go there. I don't remember. Oh yeah, there wasn't any. Okay. Currently it's on. Eh? Why did the elevator move? I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, I did. Hold on. I'm gonna first save. I don't remember if I properly explored everything yet, though. I'll save here. Okay, wait. Maybe. Hmm. One more time. I'm gonna look at my map. What did I explore? Yeah. Okay, so I explored the monitor room. I also fully explored the break room and the nap room, and I just was in the cultivation. I'm not sure if I finished checking out the cultivation room though. We couldn't go down to the special prison or to isolation cell C, but we could go by the elevator, and there was a blue light that healed him by 5% for corrosion. Should I finish cultivation room or should I go? But I still want to check out the courtyard. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll summon it, and if I get a chasing, then I'll go finish. Come up, come up. So if I get a chasing here, I'll go reload my save and finish. Oh my god, so scary. Uh, I'll finish and, why are you so freaky like that? Leave it shut. Yeah, okay. Nothing's chasing me, so I was gonna say if something started chasing me, I was gonna reload and finish exploring the cultivation room. I think no, it's still too early to save. What does the floor look like? Okay, I'm in here. Could go to. Nothing's here. Can I go in yet? It's still locked tight. Okay, we don't have. Huh? Machine needs a key to unlock it. Did we not get the key though? I thought we. Did we not get a key? Well, yeah, we got the. A small key was on a shelf somewhere. So I have a small key. It doesn't work on these doors? Oh, what? I thought it was gonna work. Broken machinery, broken machinery. Can I use it here yet? Okay. There's this. How about the machine? Can I use it yet? Nope. Okay. What am I doing? And then I already looked at everything in here. It's full of water bottles, but they've gone bad. Can't get another hydrogen peroxide. Okay. I'll go back out. And then I'm pretty sure we fully checked everything. Okay. And then nothing's like reappearing here. I'll check it anyway. Yeah, there's the geocentrism. Small clear files, the carcasses, the barrels. And so we looked at who the people are, and they're all. Wait, hold on. They're the people on the image. Not that. They got Theodore Riddle. So Theodore Riddle's the only one that shows up in, cause the Yuji, Tanahashi, Katsumi, Tsuka, Daigo, Igarashi don't show up in that photo. Does that mean they're not relevant later? They're not part of the friend group messy drama. But they probably are. They're probably more like those friends that aren't fully part of the friend group drama, but they're still kind of in the group, so then they end up still being a part of whatever gets remained the explosion aftermaths. Okay, I think I fully explored here. Got won't light. What? Wait, why is the dialogue change? No, I think it's the same. Hmm? Okay. Okay, I think I can't. I think it's all the same then, still. Wow. Can't remember that name anymore. Rusty sickle. I feel like we're gonna have to use a sickle later though. Cause like, it's so clear. It's so clear and so there. It's there for a reason. Oh, I think we've changed for the worse, but I can't remember how we used to be. Toxic situation X final boss. Okay. I don't think I have anything left to check out. Right? Because the cloth and paper are inside, shutters are closed. I can't access this elevator. Okay. It's pretty peaceful then, all things considered. The calm before the storm. Okay, there's the Divine Comedy. Wow. Already read through all this. And he did climb. So here, there's the last event area. Number 2. And then this was 1. And then this was the first elemental life form. Continuation. Kind of just exploring everything again, just to refresh my memory. Okay, okay. Yeah, what was it? Pure Celestial White Rose. Let me look at... You've got 2 people with white hair in here. But I don't I was gonna say, like, Hajime's hair could be white, but it's more pink, if anything, but they're all wearing white. So maybe... maybe it's representing them all to be the White Rose or something. Okay, Nothing's jumping out at me. No, but I shouldn't save. Yeah, might as well. Nothing... Okay, nothing has jumped out at me. And it's time for the dream to... wait, hold on. The metal barrel stands here solemnly. Now, it's time for the dream to end. Open your eyes. Was that always there? Hold on. I'm gonna save. But this is just the... Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna load. Because I didn't need to use that vision shift. Okay, so I do think so I probably wasn't supposed to come back on here. Okay, let's go back down. Don't think we have business here. We're supposed to be back down here then. I finished inspecting everything, I believe. Because I know for sure I finished the monitor room. Unless I need to go back? No, I already checked there twice, so I don't need to go back in there. Break room I also checked twice. Nap room I also checked twice, but cultivation room I haven't. Because I haven't checked it again after I went inside and he used his powers and then he was like, oh, the building's shaking, but I don't remember anything changing in that room. But usually I don't know, I have a bad feeling. I have a really bad feeling. Okay. Time for reinspection. Not very excited. I think I have to go back. But nothing's in here though. That's the strange part. So it means it has to be something outside. Okay, suppressants. What do we need? Go. I can't delay the inevitable. Save here. Okay. Let's see. Did I finish inspecting everything on the shelf though? Let me see. Things that seem like experimental files are lined up. Limits on ability manifestations. Parent life forms theoretically could manifest anything to reality if that was what their will was, but in reality there are only two people existing that can do this. One of them is the founder. Father Hajime Hatsutori, the usually imperial life forms themselves manifest these abilities when they need help. Must have one ability with 3 as the limit. Even the extremely powerful host, Father Utsugi, only has 2 abilities, controlling cold and modify himself. He can't use others. Me and my wife Kazuya and my daughter are the same. Imperial life forms can't manifest too many separate abilities after all. I wonder why. Okay. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. I thought it was gonna be one of like the jars in there. Okay. If this is a chase scene. Oh boy. Okay, I just heard a sound. Was this a book falling? Is that it? Note about the grapevine, Sanemitsu. I'm the vine, you are the branches. If you're reading my books, no, if you're reading part of this place, you know these words well. That's right, they're from the Gospels of John, the words of Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe there's no, maybe there's no chase scene. Okay. Maybe I can just move on after here. Might be fate, but our Origin Alpha is also a grapevine. Even though it hasn't borne fruit yet, it's still growing well within the pot. Didn't they have a book in the... It was in the church itself that talked about the branch of God. Origin Alpha has cells endowed with a pale light. It's as if they're succeeding the Origin Father, Hajime Hatsutori, who began to lose actinium. If Origin Alpha continues to remain stable, more Empyrean life forms with strong and stable abilities will be born, won't they? But sometimes people commit foolish sins, just like Eve and Adam, ignoring God and tasting the fruit the serpent gave them. They struggle, crawl, and sin further, trying to deal with that original sin until not even a shadow of their ideals remain. And so, this is what I think. What if, when this grapevine grows and bears bountiful fruit, the grapes become wine and then someone's blood? What does he mean? What if that's exactly what Hajime the grapevine wanted in the first place? Like, finding kin? Eh? Okay. Flower tag acquired. Oh, just a flower tag. Oh. Okay. Just sensed it again, but what? It's not Enomoto Utsugi or Shinano. Feels even more ominous. Can we move? We can move. Oh, okay, we can't move. Oh, what are you? 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 Huh? Eh? Oh, I wonder who dropped this book. Was it me? This is no time for jokes. Yeah, this is no time for jokes, Haruki. I don't know how I'm gonna get you out of here. Is this why the elevator had a... you must be what the elevator mechanic is for. Oh, and you can't die. That's great. That's great. That's great. Grown-ass 28-year-old man, for real. It destroyed the clumps of earth? Run! Girl, I don't know how I'm gonna do that for you! Like, what do you expect me to do? Oh, yeah, no, huh? I can't move. Uh, yeah, I don't think we're doing a great job already. Opened, come, let me, yeah. Okay, are we safe? Do we have to close it? I don't think that was great run. What was that? Oh, and it continues. Does that mean it's not smart enough to use the elevator? No, I can't tell. I should be careful when I go down. I might end up running into it. 45%. That is not good. I am redoing that. We're going back there. That title got me the first time too. Which title? But yeah. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna run through here, and I want to go through here without using any of his powers. I'm assuming he has to use it at least once though. Okay, the thing, come back, flesh baby, whatever you are. But it feels like it's too big to be flesh baby. No, everything can be a baby if you believe it is. If you run at the bottom tile to go to the elevator from the hallway, you won't get caught on the rocks. Oh, okay. Got it. I'll try that. Okay. The branches. Can I oh, right. And I can't save when I get here, right? Ideally, oh, okay. So it automatically, so I have to, and then I have to face it, hit one, and then I have to run. Oh, okay, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're running, we're running, we're running. We're running at the speed of light. Why are you so fast? My goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Good run, good run. What was that? I too would like to know. Does that mean it's not smart enough to use the elevator? Can't tell. I should be careful when I go down or I might end up running into it. 25%. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Hey, what is up? We were the ones who believed in you, so don't worry. You don't need to take responsibility for our mistakes. Aw, so sweet. Thanks, man. Let me save. 15%! Yeah! Did this so much faster than it took for you to win this? That's good. Live, laugh, love, adapt. I feel like I'm slowly getting used to the controls since I am playing this like for 2 times a week. Like for 2, or not, I mean 2 times, 2 hours per week. I'm gonna get some practice. Okay, so can I... Nope. So I still can't... So it's progressed me down back here. I don't know if... I don't think I can activate anything. Oh, it's a rat. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me... Hold on one moment. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you having a good day? Okay, I don't think I can activate anything yet. Just hold on a minute, okay? I need to check if all the machines are in order. Surely a rat would still be here by the time I go check out other places. I'm gonna save here though, just in case. Hey, I'm gonna go and I'll come back for you later. I just need to see other things. Ugh. Hmm. Oh, no, oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Cloth handkerchief, it's covered in blood. Animal toes? Yeah, I really don't want to touch this anymore and I have to just... What did Utsuki do to her? But can't I use this blood for that analysis system or something like that? Well, now's the time to say. Who knows? Better try it. Grown ass. Say, wow, he's boy like that. Got back from work? Yay, good job at work. Bloody handkerchief acquired. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. Let me inspect this item. Can I look at it? Bloody handkerchief. Unable to drop it. Can't interact with it. Can I? Let me think. Okay, I can go. I'm assuming is the rat still? Rat is still here. Good job. Good job. Okay, and then I can use this. Okay. If I use the machine and it progresses me onto something else, I'm going to go back for the rat and reload. If it lets me keep going, then after that I'll touch the rat. I wonder if there's a chance I could get infected from this blood. Well, I guess it's too late to say that now. I don't think I can really call myself a normal human at this point. Oh, he's slowly, like, saying more and more I'm not human thoughts. Just need to put this in here, right? Wonder what'll happen. Thought it was a dried blood rag. It kind of is. It's like the person in question got like bloodily hurt, and she dropped it. So it pretty much is a rag at this point. Security level low. Lock release temporary passcode. Do we need a password? One day only passcode. Cache will be cleared afterwards. Please insert card and enter the passcode. Couldn't hurt to give it a try. The one for the monitor room probably wouldn't work here, but is it working? It worked. Okay, confirmed. ID 12, no Enomoto. Security level low, temporary. Passcode issued. Issuer ID 21. Yo Jabuchi. Jabuchi did it? Temporary passcode acquired. Oh, wait. So, what does this mean for us? We got... Oh, the flower tag, 10th heaven is written on the tag. It's like a name tag that they put on flower pots, 10th heaven. Is this the name of a plant? It's the name of a white rose. Oh. Oh. Eh? Okay, this one's mine. I'll call it the Minoru Harada plant. So now you two get to pick the ones you'd like. You know, this isn't an elementary school project. Do we really all need to have our own pots? You're such a stick in the mud, Utsugi. Why not relax a little and have a little fun with it? I think you're a little too relaxed, Mr. Harada. Any of them might be our honorable origin successor. We've gotta love them a ton, like they're our kids. Well, yes, I guess you're right. So he's on board when he said kids. Now then, Hajime, which will you choose? Minoru, yours is the aster, right? Yeah, what's left is a rose and, it's a grape. Yeah, that. Noriyuki, which would you like? I'd like you to choose for me. Pick whatever you think is fitting. Fitting? Well then, mine will be the grape, and yours will be the white rose. I understand. A grape. It really fits you perfectly. That's not quite it. I wanted to give you the white rose, that's all. The grape was what was left for me. A pure white rose suits someone as devoted, thoughtful, and pure as you. Much more than it does me. That esteem is more than I deserve. But if those are your true feelings, then I'd happily accept them. Hey, this was my idea. Stop using it so that you two can have a moment. I hate it when you make jokes like that. Oh, if you hate it when I make jokes like that, does that mean you like me when I'm not making jokes? Well, if I had to say, I don't hate that way you'd manage to spin everything favorably for yourself, no. Why are you laughing too? Oh, so heartwarming. Why do you have that? Stop it, I'm not you. That was crazy. Let me save onto file 9. I don't know if I was supposed to be looking at that now. I also have a lot of thoughts, but I'm gonna save them for later because I'm gonna end up derailing. You guys have been talking anticipation for me reaching that scene? Oh boy, I have thoughts, but I'm gonna save them for after the stream because I'm going to end up derailing the stream for another 2 hours. Like the last time I talked, and ended up talking for a full hour about my thoughts on everyone. I'll save it for later. That place. Okay, so we don't get anything after that. Need a blood sample. Okay. So we only got the... What does that passcode mean then? Is it like granting us access to something? So, okay, I know I have to go to the flower. Okay, So there's one right here. I want to check if there's other rats in other places before I go inspect that one. Are there any in here? No, no rats here. I wonder if the empty barrels... No, okay, none of them have descriptors like the one by the elevator, which is weird. Do I see anything here? Oh, no, but the music plays. How peculiar. I wonder if the rats have been ordered then. Oh, nope, I can't be dealing with all that right now. Not right now. The green... Okay, I don't know if I should be interacting with that green one. I'll just avoid it for now though, because I don't want to deal with corrosion at the moment. Okay, rat time! I think I can go back to file 8 then. Hey! What, Hajime? It's late. Do you need something? Haruki's sick again. I see. And? Rai and Itsuki are keeping an eye on him again? Yes. They've been working so hard staying up this late. And is that all you had to say? Well, thanks for taking the time to let me know. I'm sorry, Minoru. I couldn't stop them. Rats, darn rats. If you want me to understand what you mean, you should be a little more specific, you know? If I had only been stronger, I could have stopped her from using him for research. She regrets it now. If I could, I'd let them both go. But that's not your choice, is it, Hajime? It's Utsugi's, and he'll never let that happen. So you don't need to apologize. But his mother, sold him off to Utsugi. That was her choice. Even if she regrets it now, it was her choice. She decided to follow him, and that's his responsibility. Not mine. And not yours either. So there's no need to apologize. There's no point anyway. But Minoru, you're his father. You think I don't know that? Of course he's my son, unless I cheated on me or something. So what? I loved her. Well, we should have loved him. But he's a guinea pig now. How am I supposed to be his father? Minoru, you really did. When he was born, all I could think about was how cute he was. And then a few days later, I find that he's been sold off to Utsugi. By his own mother, my wife that I loved. He's not in the family records. His growth is recorded in files written by scientists I don't even know. I don't even know anything about my son, but Utsugi and the Enomotos are always the first to know. They always call him a child of God, a vessel, a miraculous successor star, a ray of hope. Now on top of all that, he's so weak, the doctors don't even know if he'll live to 12 or not. Minoru. Sorry, but the moment I found he was just a guinea pig, I couldn't care about him anymore. He's not a son to me, he's not even a person. Just your toy that happens to look a lot like me. Well, I say that. But that doesn't mean I can't feel anything at all. But I wouldn't be able to stay sane if I just kept feeling that same useless grief, you know? You tell me, in this situation, how do I act like a father? How do I care for my wife? How do I love Haruki? How do I stop feeling like this? Minoru. Hey, Hashime, won't you tell me? Why is it that you just smile like that? Don't you ever try to stop this? I don't just mean what's happening with Haruki. You know that Utsugi's methods are way too extreme lately, too. You know that the Enomotos have started to break down as well. You know that Igarashi and Mutsushika have started to withhold financial support. And you know that something's been wrong with your own physical condition for a while. So tell me, you know all of this, so why do you just stay quiet and sit there? You have something to say to me, right? Then just say it already. You know, as some kind of divine vessel or whatever. Don't act like sitting there smiling is righteous. Do you remember? Back then Haruki hadn't been born yet? That was more than 10 years ago. We were in the courtyard with 3 flower pots. Your aster, Noriki's white rose, my grapevine. I was happy then, so happy. It was like I didn't have to be a savior anymore. Like I could forget about these cells of Empireo. What are you saying? We were trying to make a successful origin back then. That's why we erased them. That's what we were trying so hard to do back then, weren't we? You're probably right. But I still remember being able to smile with you two then. I could still be myself then. We could still call each other friends then. I wasn't haunted by these visions either. I see. That's why you don't say anything to me or to Utsugi. Utsugi's recent behavior has obviously started to cross the line into madness. He's dead serious now. He wants me out of his sight. And meanwhile, that great savior of his just can't make a choice. All he does is just sink into a peaceful dream. Sorry, I'm just taking it out on you. No, thank you, Minoru. And now you're not the type to say how you really feel. I guess I'm really not. I'm here because of that wishy-washy kindness of yours too. So, I guess I'm just like everyone else who forced you to be a savior and hoped you'd change the world. Good God. Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot. I have a strong feeling my aftertalk, my reflection is going to end up at least an hour or more after. Because if I start talking now, it is going to derail. And I want to see as much as I can. Is the green one still here? It might be. Is there anything here yet? Because they keep pointing to the garden. Oh, I feel strange. Minato was a purple aster. What? Noriyuki, you're a white rose. Huh? Something's underneath this raised area. It keeps going. Is there something under this pile of dead grass? Oh, there's a weird raised area. Okay. There's something here, but it's tangled in the grass. Wish I had a sickle or something. Gives my power will be faster. I have a catalyst, so it'd probably even work on these dead plants. No, boy, we're not using our powers. This won't light. Okay, wait, I'm gonna keep exploring first before I go grab that sickle. So peaceful. They're not going to... Surely they won't, like, have a... No, they can't have another chasing, because we have another guaranteed one in the second floor, so we're probably going to be forced to go back down there at some point soon, and then defeat the little meat baby. So I don't want to have to deal with that yet. At least meat baby... Okay, at least it was meat baby. I was, like, really afraid it was going to be Utsugi, and then... Because I didn't want to deal with the chasing that would have, like, combat involved. Well, no, technically there is combat involved with that meat baby because it can't die. But it's not like it's gonna attack Haruki, so we'd be fine. Okay, I think I'm grabbed everything. It just make me feel so pained. Oh! Terrible lonely. I hesitate in reaching out my hand. But I feel like I know this, like I've seen it. Does he... So he only reacts to water. They've withered. They've been here since back then. It's like he can't let go of his memories. So he just has them in the coffin. You know, it's kind of like Revolutionary Girl to know. If you're stuck in your coffin, you can't break free. Can't smash the world's shell. Okay, I think yes, okay, we got everything but the sickle. So now I can go back and grab the sickle. Grass cutting sickle acquired. Let me look at you. Rusting gardening sickle seems about to break. Think I can do something about the dead grass with this. Sick! Okay, don't say anything more. Utena, yes! guy who loves Utena. Wow. This reminds me of Revolutionary Girl Utena. Okay, I think he can't use it. You watched it for the first time last year? That's awesome. What to do now? Utena is, in my opinion, one of the best animated works I've ever watched and ever seen. It is one of my only 10 out of 10 spectacular pieces of media. Can I not use the sickle? Okay. What to do now? Oh, do I need to actually like bring this up? Okay, yeah. Here we go. Yatta! Ah, a hidden door. Seems heavy. I don't think I can open it. Just leave the sickle here. It'll just get in my way. Got a hidden trapdoor now. Wait, where did the sickle go? He like tossed it down, but I don't see it. It's like this flower pot was the mark for a hidden door. Oh wait, what? It opened. Am I supposed to go down there? But I still have the baby on the other floor, unless that means I'm just not allowed to go back up. But no, but I still haven't seen Isolation Cell C or Special Prison. Or am I going down to Rose floor? Could be one of those. Hard agree, can't believe it was made in the 90s. I know, it's timeless. For better or for worse, considering what it discusses. Oh. There's nothing here. Go back up. No, I used an unnecessary vision shift. I'm gonna reload. Oh yeah, and then... Okay, let's re-grab that sickle! Sickle. Item. Look at that thing! Okay. Okay, we already looked at everything, and then we're going to reuse it. Alright. Grass cutting sickle, here we go. Yes. Okay. And he puts it down for whatever reason. So, he could have used it as his weapon though. Well, I guess he won't be. He shouldn't. I'll save it here on file 8. Okay, he can go down. Oh, that's a cute sound. Do. What? Oh, to like denote where he's going. Okay, that's handy. Wait, but if he goes down a floor, isn't that where the... Oh yeah, you can open the jails you were trapped in with the blood. Ah! Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go and inspect those. I'm gonna go on my mighty journey. Let's go and see inside. Oi. That temporary password, it seems like it can unlock this machine. Open sesame. Alright. Let's save. Yeah. Oh. How convenient. Hey. Eh? Huh? Hey, what are you doing, Utsugi? Oh, can't you see? I'm giving this pitiful deserter salvation. I know you've been acting a little crazy lately, but isn't this way too much? Before you start trying to save other people, you should go get your own head checked. I see you're as flippant as ever, but don't worry, he was thanking me until the very end. It deeply pains me as well to see an Imperial life form that shares my own cells become an unsightly failure. I'm sure it hurt him too, kept muttering and muttering until his very last moment. Father Utsuki, 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 Father Utsuki. Like that. Well, that's just great. You guys know that normal people wouldn't do this, right? Well, not like I have any room to talk. But you know, if you go too far, even the Matsushika family won't be able to cover it up. I see. You're an outsider, but you're worried about our organization. I'm very, very grateful for your concern. But rest assured, Origin Alpha will be completed soon, and then neither the law nor the masses will pose any threat to us. It's another step towards the Empyrean. Don't worry, don't be afraid or stop. Just obey the divine revelations. You know, Utsugi, what are you actually trying to do here? Why do you need to ask? Our goal is to guide the world with God's love from the Empyrean. So our objective is to reach it. Like the poet that reached the Empyrean, saw a beatific vision and knew God's love. And so we received the sacrament of Father Hajime Hatsutori, the child of God through his miracles. You tell everyone that. Well then, how about I say what Hajime can't say himself? You've been running wild lately, and it's really been bothering him. You also keep pushing for more human experimentation. You keep disposing of your companions that you call failures. And you're so suffocatingly doting to the Enomoto daughter and Haruki, but you also want to experiment on them. So Hajime is worried. And if you can't even figure that out, what exactly do you mean by knowing the love of God? You really need to calm down. All of you have been doing lately is acting like a religious fanatic. Fascinating. You're just fascinating, Mr. Harada. You're not one of us. You know nothing about the Akasha. You're just an author. What do you even know about Hajime? Actually, Mr. Harada, I've always wondered about this. Why are you here? You're not that close with Hajime. You just know him a bit from your work. You don't try to understand why we're doing what we do. You just make Hajime's will waver. Why? Make his will waver? All I'm doing is saying what he can't say himself since you've made him his savior. How strange. What are you saying? Of course he's a savior. A child of God, a guiding origin star, love. And a useless human like you, with those cliché feelings of yours, will never be able to understand him. He's a normal human being. He just has those special cells, but he's a human just like us. He can doubt and he can worry. He can feel sadness and be happy. He can dream and have those dreams be broken. It's not like you. Don't know about this host stuff, but I know he's not a crazy salt-eating doll like you. You're not worth talking to. I've had enough of this conversation. Hurry up and get out of here, you fool. I'm using my authority as an archbishop to banish you from here. No one's going to stop me, not even Hajime. You little... Oh. What? You won't even say anything now? Oh, fine, I'll stop butting in. Really, if anything, I was the crazy idiot for considering you my friends. Your names will go down in history as the life-ruining criminals you are, no matter how hard you pray. If you feel bad about all this, why not take her with you? You don't need to worry. I'll take very good care of Haruki. You'll be fine with that, right? After all, he's a futureless guinea pig that just looks like you. So, you can take your one and only cute son and your wife, and the three of you can leave. Or else we'll have to do some more experimental materials to make samples of, you traitor. You heretic. You're nobody. You think you can touch me? I guess you must really want to be frozen and shattered. What are you doing? Please stop. All of you need to wake up too. Or at least realize you can't have someone like this running things. Tell them, Hajime. Why are you just standing here and smiling? Isn't it obvious? He's a child of God. No matter what happens, he'll just silently guide us. As we sail through the darkness, his light continues to shine in the sky. For our futures, for our hopes. No, you're wrong. He's a human just like us. It's not some kind of fixed star. He has his own will too. My goodness. No matter how you look at its bones. My goodness. We're uncovering a lot of skeletons today. Skeletons literally and figuratively. Box, hard to tell what it's filled with. Ah, these are. Oh, sick! Marked Bible, dirty cell phone, black cell phone acquired. That's right, so I had this the last time I saw him. So is this cell phone his too? Was it confiscated along with Shinano's old cell phone? Why was it mine then? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I have an escape route. Now all I need to do is find a way back to the other somehow. Is that really all you need to do? Is there still something I have to do, isn't there? The box had what seemed to be Soi's belongings. So what does he have now? He has his Shinano's old phone, dirty cell phone, HARUKI, black cell phone, but doesn't have the cell phone percentage. Bones. It feels like this barrel should be left alone for now. How ominous. Okay, I'm gonna save the item. It's not locked, but what is this? It's in Italian. Oh, because it's not, it's Isoi's. It's in Italian. Why is it in Italian? Is he Italian? More mysteries are piling up. Why are you Italian? Seems like this side works the same way. Sick! Open sesame! Right, alright. Oh! Was this the... It was the first one. If he's here, aren't they gonna see him on camera? Well, I guess they're gonna see him on camera no matter what, no matter where he is. But this room, why was it even built in the first place? Did he... I feel like I'm missing something. Oh boy. My laptop is not having a good time. I need to figure out... I'm really hoping it's not gonna backfire on me. Is there really no, like, happening here other than the thing down there? I feel like I'm missing something though. Also, how many rats did I encounter? Because I remember I encountered one rat last week. Then I encountered 2 this week, I believe. Did I encounter 2 last week? Can't remember. Is there really nothing in here? Like, they keep pointing to the garden about his rose. Feels strange. Okay, am I supposed to go down? I guess. No, but, They're just... Did you have to trap the meat baby in the cell? Oh, am I supposed to go visit meat baby again? No, I haven't. I haven't encountered the meat baby again. I just assumed I was supposed to leave it be. There's just one more rat? Okay, I'll keep exploring that. I'll keep looking for that rat. Let's see, I'm 1 hour in, so that's... should be good on time? But there's the... Okay, hold on, let me go talk. The label wasn't originally his, so why did he have it? That should be a mystery to me and you. Me and you, of course, I am you after all. I don't remember. What? Also that one? Let me think. That one I encountered the first time I was playing, so I don't need to interact with it again because it's just gonna respawn. So I don't need to interact with the green one because that was for the hydrogen peroxide, I think. You remember there's a part where you have to lure it into a cell, and then after that the third rat appears into the other cell? For isolation... What was it? Oh! Ow! Oh! What? That sounds so complicated. So you're telling me I have to go back down. So I have to go back down to lure that thing back up. And trap it inside, the isolation cell A? Not sure if this is part. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for letting me know though. So I would have to deal with that then. Oh, well, that's just another puzzle. I suppose that's gonna be hard though. If we have to, you have to lure it. How are you gonna lure it though? Do you have to like chase it? You have to have it chase you all the way down in one shot to A, then you hit it once to... How do you make it come inside with you to A? Or I guess like you have it accompanying you when you open it up, and then when you leave, it won't be able to get back out. I'm assuming. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing one rat though, unless I'm supposed to go visit. Cause from the progressions of the rats we've seen. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Cool. I will see it. Awesome. Okay, then I guess my objective is to go back down. I got to have it, so I... Is it this? Oh my, why are you suddenly filled with people? Just go back to the cells like right before, but before you have to call Aiba? Okay. So, but I remember, okay, hold on. I remember there was a red one. Because I want to use the elevator. Doesn't that mean I have like access to the elevator now? Hold on, I want to test it out. One moment. I know there's the... Okay. Can I use it? Oh, I still can't use it. Okay, I'll go back to file A. So I couldn't use it then, so then let me see. I'm assuming then my only path now is to go talk to everyone. Does he have to do it in one shot? Hey, what are you? Who made these stairs and why? You can guess, can't you? But to think it would be under the flower pot. Okay, I don't know if I have to talk to you. It's easy to go ahead. All you have to do is take a step forward. But are you prepared? Are you prepared for an explanation? You might want to save the actors that you dragged into this. But can you really follow through? Oh. Ara. Okay, sorry. I don't want to talk to you. It's alright. Believe in yourself. Believe in me. This isn't a trial we can overcome. It's one we should. No matter how many times we fail, we will. Oh, this is the same thing I saw in the main building, where that hidden passageway was. Does that mean it'll unlock if I put this Bible in? Oh, so heart-thumping. Seems like it works. Good, good. But if I take the Bible back, oh, guess I'll stay open. Okay. What? Where are we? Also, oh, they're still there, though. How much do we have? Corrosion 5%! Wow, so beautiful! Okay, I'll save here. I don't know if I was supposed to interact with the reds. But where am I? I feel like... Where am I? It's been unlocked. I don't like the sound of that. Let me go look under too. It's been unlocked. Both unwise. Okay. I think then... Oh my. How pleasant. Okay, let's go. Library time. Let's go look at this library. Traces carved into memory. Scars eventually heal. People eventually get better, but they're never completely healed. The scars are still there in their memories. But people think it's only natural to reject, forget, and heal from those scars. They think the whole point is to not revisit those wounds. But what if there was a scar you couldn't forget, no matter how hard you tried? What if that scar itself was a precious memory? No matter how many times I heal, the scars for my beloved pets... For my beloved pet cat's claws remain. Every time I look at them, I remember. My mother died and I didn't know what to do, but it stayed by my side for 12 years. That's a scar carved into my memory. An important scar that I can never lose. It's part of my cells now. The cells remember, but even if you don't... It's like muscle memory. Regenerative power of Empyrean life forms. It's generally understood that Empyrean life forms have enhanced vitality regeneration, although the degree varies by individual. We haven't fully confirmed whether this is also affected by cadmium concentration, but we do know they're sturdier than usual. As Empyrean life form accumulates to the cells, their physical processes such as eating, excretion, sleep cease to be necessary. After the cells get used to their host, they begin to show physical processes like living specimens in order to mimic the host. But with continuous doses transferred to the host, the cells again lose these life functions and become a stronger kind of undying cell. Oh, so that's why they already have been exploring it, but that's why he doesn't really need to be eating and drinking. May not stuff to tools. Internal organs are often just called organs, but the word organ can also be used to mean an organization. The musical instrument is an organ, is also spelled the same way. The word organic actually comes from this organ. Originally, the Greek word for it meant tool, but it's fascinating to see how the meanings have changed over time. If you think about it, internal organs are just parts of the machine called a human. Maybe that's how people used to see it. Resonance of Empyrean cells. Empyrean cells may bring together those with similar traits, or those who are deeply connected with strong emotions or memories. We call this resonance. It's how we've been able to prove that the Empyrean cell transfer is more successful in those who are similar. Even when the donor is another host, if they have a connection to the recipient, the transfer is more likely to succeed. For instance, having close interaction with the animal subject of a cell transfer experiment. Also, people with the same parent donor may speak or act similarly. This is also a sign of resonance. Here's an example. A1 and A2 receive cells from the same host A. They can find each other even over long distances. They won't realize it, but they'll trace and be affected by each other's thoughts, attitudes, and even likes and dislikes. Wait, let me reread that. They may bring together those with similar traits or those who are deeply connected by strong emotions or memories. Oh, so this is like how they're explaining how the dog went from dog 1 to dog 2, from Pochi to Shinano's dog. Teresa Rima Rhyming Conventions 1. Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy is a work of poetry. This isn't preserved in translation, but it uses a technique called Teresa Rima. Teresa Rima means 3-line rhyming, and those 3 rhyming lines are woven together into a poem in order to make a beautiful sound. More clearly, the ABA, BCB, CDC, DED pattern continues through the poem and ends in the middle of the last 3 lines. For example, a poem with ABA, BCB, CDC, DED would have its last line as E or as EE. Dante also ended each poem with Stella. This is how he turned a long text into a piece of poetry. The more you know. Teresa Rima Rhyming Conventions 2. Now, let's try it with an easier to understand shorter sentence. Here's a simplified version, rhyming words instead of the first 3 lines. Apple, tree, final grapple. Memory, totality, far from me. Reality, absurd, practicality. Concurred, life and death, trantera. Deterred, novella, stella. These all rhyme in a pattern listed. These words are meaningless just to illustrate these sounds, but Dante wove longer sentences together in the language of Tuscany. When you read it in its original form, seeing sacred 3 integrated into this divine poem fills the reader's heart with the 3 lights. What are... I know they explained the 3 lights somewhere else, but I forgot about it. What were the 3 lights? Is it like 3 lights of Christianity or so? Documents and files are lined up. They're old, but they have been carefully put away. Note is caught in between the files. This is not the start of a nightmare, but the end of a peaceful dream. Sounds like Nirvana. End of suffering. Documents and files are lined up. They're old, but they've been carefully put away. They're like approaching... I feel like they're still approaching this as like the start of, or not, yeah, like the start of a salvation coming for, not for anyone else, but I feel like it's to put Hajime at rest, the Hajime inside Haruki at least. Whatever the cells of Hajime he still has. Empyrean Lifeform Counseling Record regarding Vision Shift number 6. Oh, 6. Do we have 5? Yeah, we did have 5. 5 was in the floor where Meat Baby spawns. And then we found number 4 in the monitoring room. Okay. So we have 6 now. Empyrean Lifeform Counseling Record number 6. Regarding the visions that Empyrean lifeforms see, I have a new theory from the data I've gotten from counseling and brainwave analysis. It's that Empyrean lifeforms have a reappearance of origin in them. This is my theory, which has some of my guesses mixed in. Empyrean cells are a sort of living thing, cells that make up origin and the Empyrean lifeforms, but have a will of their own. Usually, Empyrean cells belong to a host or manipulate a host, but rarely we see them show their own will but still obey their host. When that happens, the original lifeform host, X, has its consciousness mixed with that of the recipient of its cells, Y. Often, the will of the transferred cells is influenced by the will of the original host, the parent Y they were transferred from. So does that mean the visions we see are a result of Father Hatsudori's influence? I can determine how much of the cells inherent Father Hatsudori's sense of self or memories as an origin from my current research. If we could prove this theory, it'd be that when when Father Hutzdra's successor, Origin Alpha, is completed. Then we'll be able to see the condition of Origin Alpha, the successor of the Origin cells. So Haruki is... oh, something fell from this file. It's a CD. Not just that, it's a writable CD. 1998-02. Kazue Enomoto Report Series. Oh, sick! We got a disc? Oh, it's in the items list. A CD-RW disc titled 1998-02 Kazue Enomoto Reports. Can't access it. Think I have to find like a CD player? Okay, I probably have to go and find like a laptop or something and the cable like I did for the HDD thing for Shinano's police report. That might take a while. Okay, if that's the case, I should save here. Shoot, I shouldn't have saved on 8. Okay, I'll save on 9 next, but because I was gonna say I should save here in case if anything else happens. What's this? Hey! Okay, I can't access it. What is this though? Is this water? Might be. Goes to another place. Can I go here? Whoa there, almost tripped. Why did you almost trip? What's this? Chemicals are carefully lined up. Machine connected to water tank. Machine connect. Why are they red and blue and red? What about this middle one? Please use your S rank keycard. Yes, it was here. I didn't like that. Okay. I didn't finish exploring here though. Oh look, take a look. Some kind of display flashes dizzyingly. Hard to tell, but clear liquid seems to be inside. Monitor displaying words you don't know. Probably something scientific. Okay. What is this? What the? You are the great blue ocean, and I a blank within your throes. This tank conveys the shape of my emotion. Ah, such a sweet trap, I suppose. Must be... Huh? This foolish fealty, devotion to the snow-white blank. To you, my love, my deity, I'd offer, like a hymn, those blank most agreeably. Through waters of this tale I swim, and yet this prologue, fated not afar, is ended quickly growing dim. May tides now carry stanzas of this memoir, imparting full of your light our bright and shining blank. So I assume last... How do I change it? I'm not able... Or do I have to go in order? Let me see. You, the great blue ocean. You are the great blue ocean, and I, a blank within your... I'm assuming fish? Choose X key. Huh? Can probably use this to machine unlock it, but... Huh? Did I not... Choose it? Fish? Oh. Rose flower. To you, my love, my deity, I'd offer like a hymn these pure... Well, it probably has to be organ and then star? Oh, what? You are the great blue ocean, and I a fish within your throes. This tank conveys the shape of my emotion. Ah, such a sweet trap, I suppose. Must this be foolish fealty, devotion like the sweet white rose? To you, my love, my deity, I'd offer, like a hymn, these pure organs most agreeably. Through waters of this tale I swim, and yet this prologue, fated not afar, is ended quickly growing dim. May tides now carry stanzas of this memoir, imparting full your light, our bright and shining star. Scary as fuck is... I have more thoughts on this. Hold on, okay? Hold on after this stream is done until I get to start talking about whatever's on my mind. I'm doing my best to hold back, to not derail where I'm at right now. Oh my. It's open. Looks like syringes and ingestible medicine. Oh, number E4XX. These are cell suppressants, just like the report mentioned. There's 10 doses here. That's enough for everyone. Seems like this has to be injected. I don't know who can do that, but I have to take these with me. Ah, cell suppressants. Still have to figure out how to get out of here, but things are going so well, I really can't give up. Yeah, don't lose hope! I'll find a way to escape. We'll all get out of here alive. That includes Isoi. I have a ton of things I want to ask him about after all. Okay, so we do have to grab him at some point and leave. Can I save yet? Item. Ah, so that's why we had to throw away that sickle. Cause I was like, why can't we have a weapon? You know. Saving him 9 though. Machine for medicine storage. It's empty. So fluid moving within the pipe. Sick. So you're telling me you have to input this like poem to access the medicine? And you could only be an S-rank researcher to get to it. And I'm assuming the only guy who would even do this would be Utsuki. And he writes this like full ass poem towards his bright and shining star. I should have screenshotted that. Like, I was more preoccupied with wondering what it means in the grand scheme of things, but I really should have... I should have clocked it that it was him writing... He's writing a love poem here. He's like oozing with admiration and such. Okay. You can tell I'm stalling because I'm scared. Wait. Oh? Don't need to. You're wondering why you can see me without vision shift and simple. I mean a vision. I'm not him, I'm you, so don't deny any of this. Listen to me. The part of you you're trying to ignore. Now the fact that you turned back means something is bothering you, right? If this goes on, you won't even be able to stay yourself. So I'll be kind and ask one more question. You're glad to be almost out, but is getting out of here alive really enough for you? Is there something else you haven't done? Is there anything else you still have to do? That's all I wanted to say. No, keep one more thing in mind. After your next step, there's no turning back, so prepare. If you're not sure until you take that step, until you turn around and take a different path. Eh? What? What does that mean? I can... I can't move though. Oh! Oh! What? Think I can save Shinano? I think I should leave Shinano? Oh my goodness. I'm glad I saved. Okay. I think this is like a major decision split then. Yeah, I want to. We're gonna save Shinano no matter what, Haruki. I won't be satisfying either way. Why do I think that? No, there should be a way. I'm not saying that for no reason. I've learned a lot of different things. One of them has to be some kind of clue. Ah, damn it! He doesn't think with his emotions. He thinks with logic, as expected of a detective. Eh? Review the facts. First, let's review the situation. I have to figure out how things happen from what I've learned. Eek. All of this started with Origin Beta's escape. And I learned that most clearly from Shoot! Yeesh. Okay, I shouldn't have played this over the course of like many weeks, 2 hours at a time. Also, if I start asking questions, ignore me. This part, I really don't want to be spoiled. I want to try and figure it out on my own. Worst case scenario, I'm just going to reload and redo it. Because normally I don't really care about backseating if it like doesn't affect the story. But this one, I want to try. So even no matter what I ask, don't answer me until I say I'm done. This section is so fun, took you by surprise. Yeah, I think I said it like a previous stream or so where I thought that there's a significant part of Haruki being a detective and I think it's gonna come into play. So I guess this is where it is. Okay, where did we talk? But shoot, where did we talk about Origin Beta? Wait, I don't even remember the question. I should have rambled like this. Okay, So, how do we learn about Origin? First question, I'm already failing. What was the question again? The most troublesome part is how I don't have a text log. But what was Origin Beta? No, I can't rely. I have to think. I have to channel the power of my inner Haruki Ato and reach across the screen like 999. I have to have my metamorphic Sudoku field up. I have to think. I might as well gamble though. I could always reload. Oh, how did we learn about Origin Beta though? Because I thought we learned from Karen. We ended up learning about it more from the lab? Yes, the journal was in the reference room. That's what right. It was written in there. Never stop gambling! Never stop gambling! Never give up! Oh, yes. Oh, that notebook. Wait, is that what we had to read? Oh, thank God I read everything. Thank God I'm a completionist. Okay, March 16th, Origin Beta escaped. March 16th. It was a holiday, wasn't it? So many people died. Oh, right. It was that person who, like, lost it and that had that notebook. Wait, what? So that means if I didn't inspect everything, I would have just, like, missed all of this. Next, the escaped Origin Beta caused what they called a rabid dog attack in Ochiai Park. Okay. Shinano was probably attacked them too, and what proves it is... Shinano didn't say it though. It was in the... Cause Shinano got taken in for police questioning, but it was the recording they had with the interview. So I think it's the record. Ah, shoot! Okay, the record wasn't like a recording. It's just theories. Okay. I'm going back. Oh no, wait, shoot, but it would have been better if I just did everything. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah, and then we're gonna do this from the start. Yeah, and then he turns around and he thinks. That's right. Haruki Ato, we have to think. I'm gonna save him too. Okay, well, review the facts. First, let's review the situation. So, and then we know from info in the lab, yeah, the journal. Okay. So Origin Beta escapes. Next, the escaped Origin Beta calls the rap dog apart, and we know that. Then what Shinano said? That's right. He said the people who came to kidnap him mentioned the Ochiai Park case. Okay, so that's what they meant. And then he answered, we have some questions we'd like to ask about the Ochiai Park incident. I believe that's what he said. At the Ochiai Park, Shinano got involved with it, so he was in Tokyo then. So Origin Beta was attacking people, it targeted Shinano during this. There was another victim there, Furuto, who was mistaken for Origin Beta's next host. And I learned about him from the HDD recording. Ha! That's right. Kano called him Furuto, so I can assume that's him. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, then... a while back, I went to go back to look for the HDD because I realized I missed the laptop. So if I didn't do it, I would have missed this. That's right. He said he was out jogging. A black dog was attacking people. He said it was attacking people, but he didn't say it attacked him. He just said he touched the black fluid. And then Shinano went missing after that case for... Oh, shoot. How long? It was between 5 to 7 days, was it not? I'll go with 7 days? That's right, it was 7 days. And then he was discovered at Nagoya's Kashibai station. The event happened on March 17th, so he's missing from the 18th to the 25th. So he was found in Nagoya, taken to... And then he ended up at our office, but he was kidnapped by those Imperial guys. Okay. So right now we have, on the 16th, Origin Beta escapes. On 13th, Leche Park Rabid Dog attack. Origin Beta was attacking people. Shiano got attacked. He disappears, and then he comes back on the 25th, and he's found in Nagoya. That's pretty far. I could do like a full day train ride there, but even then it's the train. And then he ended up at our office. I knew that from... Didn't we know that from Otoa's message? Because he tells him to take care of him? No, I'm the problem with that. I don't remember how much... Eh? Wait, what? But I know he said himself. Oh, that! From what I remember him saying, it was April 4th, a Saturday. He was kidnapped by the members of this place. And then they were probably trying to dispose of everyone involved. Ah! Okay, Saturday 9 out of 10, not ideal. I might go back. And now we're here. Ato and the others wake up. Try to escape. It was already past midnight, but I learned it was a little before noon on April 8th with Kano. Is that it? I feel like there's more. So that's how it went. Trying to piece things together in my head is exhausting. Just take a deep breath. His what? That's so kind and generous of them. So I didn't really to reload. Alright, next. Now I'm gonna try to use that information to figure out what's going on right now. Shinano was attacked by Origin Beta, but... Okay, Shinano was attacked by Origin Beta, Pochi, but 7 days happened and nothing happened to him. That means there was a reason he didn't die like the other victims that were attacked. And that reason is... wasn't it that his dog interfered? That's right. Yeah, Beta attacked Shinano once, but realized a dog was getting in its way. That dog was a Shiba Inu. It was protected by a Shiba Inu and escaped. That's when Origin Beta fought it. While Origin Beta and the Shiba Inu were fighting, and somehow it ended up getting seriously injured, so it changed its host. I know this from the information I read about cell resonance. Oh, what? Oh, so it's a good thing I just read that library section just now. Which means Beta's next host was... So what? It's the Shiba Inu, right? That's right. Yeah. Beta fought with and then changed hosts to the Shiba Inu. It'd have better odds since they were both dogs. But it didn't go well, Origin Beta. That's right. Because of the resonance between them and needed to use the Shiba Inu as a host. It was shot by a policeman. That's probably why Beta had to change hosts to the Shiba Inu. In the end, Origin Beta ended up in Shinano, which means it couldn't stay in the Shiba Inu. And the reason for that was... wasn't it? I feel like it was badly hurt by Beta. Was it about to die? That's possible, but then Beta wouldn't have tried to take as a host. Ah, shoot. So it must have been something else. The policeman that came rushing to the scene ended up shooting them both. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the policeman was probably thought it was a threat and shot it too, or shot it trying to get Beta. After that, I think Origin Beta went from the Shiba Inu to Shinano, but why didn't Shinano run away? Why did he accept the cells from it so easily? A clue to that is... isn't it Shinano's scar when you talk to him in chapter... like, we resting and, like, ends up talking about being bitten by Tina? Yeah. Yeah! The scar. Ah, that's why they mentioned the scar. Yes, the password to that phone was Tina, his loyal Shiba Inu. A scar that wouldn't heal. Shiba Inu was his pet dog, Tina. Cell resonance isn't just with people, it's also between living things with a strong connection, is what it said. Which means that dog was really important to Shinano. That's why I protected him. That's why he didn't run away alone. Fruto was unfortunate enough to get caught up in this, but he wasn't Origin Beta. He just accidentally touched some of the black fluid that Beta created during all of this. Then he was infected by Origin Beta cells, so as a result, he inherited Beta's memories, I think. Yeah, he probably adapted to Origin's successor Beta as well. The vision shift? Okay, anyway, about that vision thing. Because of it, info and memories can be inherited. That's right, the man called Furuto didn't inherit Beta itself, but had some of its cells transferred to him. The point is, just like us, he adapted to the cell as well. They probably couldn't have guessed that he wasn't Beta, he just had Beta's recent memories. Shinano escaped both the people here and the police and disappeared. So then why did he show up again in Nagoya, which is more than 250 kilometers, 155 miles away? Thank you for the ego conversion. He was looking for something? Yeah, he was looking for something, or rather someone. Yeah, they keep bringing up Puti's trying to find someone. Me. Because the Empyrean cells both he and Atoll received from the same origin were calling to him. And I was recognizing him at the same time. Haruki is so smart, he can just do kilometers to miles in his head. I know. Actually, I know another person who can do that. It's my dad. He too can also convert it like quick as hell in his head. Come to think of it, I started having that dream a lot then. When Shinano came, strange things happened. About the headless rat? Like, I do know and what I shouldn't remember blurred together. Another voice rings in my ears, come from my mouth. These visions haunt me. Why did these people recognize me? Before I came here a long time ago, longer than I even know. Cells from the origin Hajime had studied were transferred to me. No, I know. I didn't get involved in all this by chance. I came back to this place, back to this situation to save Shinano because I was resonating with him. That way he couldn't remember. What? Oh, shoot. Yes, that's it. No, that's not it. No, that's not all of it. What is this? Huh? Why is it red, though? I'm gonna try and no, that's not all of it. What is no, that's not all of it. No, that's not all of it. It's also Haruki's will. We have to go forward with this will. Because it's you right now. I want to save Shinano. That's my will. Even if it's the will of the cells in my body, choosing to do this is my will. I want to believe that. Yeah, Haruki. Let's save Shinano. Sanity's still 9. I want to raise it. Shinano doesn't want to hurt you. I believe in it. I believe in it in my heart of hearts. Yeah, because he keeps saying he's gonna protect him. Shinano doesn't feel any hostility towards Ato. Didn't want to hurt me. Even though he went on a rampage, all he really wanted to do was protect me. Yes. Yeah. Just wanted to protect me. Just like Tina wanted to protect him. And that didn't change even when he became a monster. He just went on a rampage to save me like an idiot. Even if he was Beta's new host, even if it was manipulating him, it was still his will. He still remembers Tina. Yeah, Shinano still faintly remembers his beloved dog Tina. That's why he has that desire to protect something. It was her will. It's the single fragment keeping him as Shinano. It's stopping him from fully becoming Beta. Which means Shinano isn't Beta yet. That's right. If we control the cells can be stabilized, and it's possible for someone to return to being normal human. But not yet. Right now, it might still be possible to remove Origin Beta from him. That's right. Can save Shinano. Oh. He's made up his mind. Huh? Oh. Oh, the call dropped. Oh. Someone's calling Soi's phone? Just who? No, why is it getting a signal here in the first place? I can call back, but I've stayed here a bit too long. I should find somewhere else. Ooh. Sanity is at 9 though. Corrosion 0%. Shoot. That, shoot. Okay. I have 2 choices then. I know it's like not too important to keep my sanity high, but if corrosion went down to 0%, I still have some of those red orbs in the stairway, and I kind of want to clear them. So I could just go back and don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about my corrosion, cuz I've always been pretty worried about corrosion being too high, especially since I'm worried about him getting too hurt. I'd like him to be as stress-free as possible. I'll save on file 10. Let's see. But what else do we have? Need a good place to hide. Those stairs I just came out might work. Yuck. Okay. Sorry, man. I didn't clear out those, like, red orbs. But we didn't see all the rats yet, did we? Cause from the last rat we saw so far, I feel like we haven't seen everything yet. Oh, the game overhyped corrosion in my experience. I never hit max when I played. Oh, for reals? Okay, I thought I really had to keep an eye out, or else he was gonna like spam. Cause I thought I would have to spam powers at some point. Okay. I'm at 1 hour and 47 minutes in. I feel like now might be a good stopping point, because I know I have a lot I want to talk about. So I could go here. I could also keep going. I'll take a peek outside and then I'll decide. There's nothing much going on though. Can I go down there? What even is down there? Can I also can't go in here yet. Oh? Oh, this is just a wall. Okay. But I'm still curious. Like, we had got the CD, so we'd have to see it. What? Why did the formatting suddenly change? Do we not have a CD? I guess there wouldn't be a CD player in here. Was there a CD player in any other place? Where could I put it? Would it be the monitoring room? I think that's my other option. Could go down there. I want to explore the hallway though. Before I go make that call, but the hallway scares me. I feel like something is gonna come out. What are you? Please use the escort key card. We don't have that. Oh my! Wait, what floor are we on? We're on the rose floor. Okay. Well, you need special authorization. Freddy Fazbear will be at the fridge. Her. It's a very strong shutter. It can't be lifted up without a lot of strength. Okay, so we have no choice but to go to the stairs. Okay, then I don't think I can do anything else in here. You know what? We did a lot today, and I really want to talk. I really want to talk. So, I think I'll call it a day here. Then, okay. Oh, there's a rat. How come I can't move? Oi, wait for me. Wait, move. Okay. Where are you? Oh, but oh, that's nice. The orbs disappeared too. Where'd it go? Oh. What? Where'd it go? Won't light. Where did the rat go? Oh. Hey, wait for me. Wait for me. Hold on a moment. Oh, wait, huh? Now. So, can you die? Is this going to kill you? It won't, will it? You're the child of God, after all. You won't die no matter what I do to you. I could hit you or kick you or stab you or freeze you or run you through and you'd still be alive. So tell me then, why did you start talking about killing yourself? Is all of this worrying you? Is this how you're dealing with the Enomoto suicide? Are you still shaken from the accident? Are you lonely now that Mr. Harada's gone? No, that's impossible. I've told you again and again, you're a star, a light, a beloved son of God, a savior. You don't have those human feelings. You feel affection and mercy and equal love towards all. But if the truth is that your kindness has caused you to know the pain of us fools, then I'll take all that pain away. Do you remember? I promised you. Stay by your side until I rot. This grapevine is your successor. Look at it, won't you? It's growing to such a beautiful new star. It's alright, Hajime, you know? If we're together, we'll be able to reach the Empyrean. We don't need Theodore, or the Enomotos, or Isoi, or Mutsushika, or Igarashi, or even Harada. You don't need to worry. I'll make you an Empyrean savior. Even if I have to tear your human heart open with these icy blades countless times to do it. Was he alive? Oh my. I feel like I saw something I shouldn't have. The air vent. Wow. I don't think I was supposed to see that. Well, I mean, I was, but... I'll end it here for today. This is a good place to stop. It wraps up, I think, what I've been looking for from what has been bothering me from the last rat, and now this. It concludes the rats. So I'll do it. I'll put it here for today. Thank yous. And I'll start talking now. Also, I think I am getting to the point in the game where, cause I know I've asked a lot for help so far, and I'll say it again next stream. I've asked a lot for help, but I think I'm starting to hit points where it's probably gonna be streamlined, where it would be probably better for no more suggestions until I'm like asking and begging for help. Because I think because there's always points in games where you reach a certain point, and because there's always points in games when you reach a certain point and you're like, okay, I just have to figure it out myself. I think or else it's gonna like end up spoiling really plot points of the game, and I think I'm getting there where, yes. But thank you so much for all the help so far. I know I get rather puzzled, so it has been very helpful. But yes, I will start thinking. A lot happened. A lot really happened. Actually, I wonder if I can, hold on, let me check my saves. Let me load. Cause what was in file 7? Is here, we had the meat baby. And then file 8. Are they? It's still meat baby? No, we're in the other room, right? Yeah, we're in the other room. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, so there's a lot. There is quite a lot. I have the first flashback where before we meet Meat Baby, I ended up looking at the one when they're in the garden, and there's like, okay, what did he say? Because Miroru has the purple aster, and then okay, to be honest, I assumed that Hajime Hatsuri was going to be the white rose. It surprised me that Utsugi is the white rose, and Hajime Hatsuri has the audacity to say in front of Minoru Harada, and he's like, oh, this white rose is for you, Utsugi. So I'm surprised. His feelings are reciprocated? ? I mean, it's gotta be, otherwise I don't think he would have really been letting him run all the while in the first place. Like, what are they? Like, are they in this situationship? There's nothing else you could call it that, but whatever, they have something else going on that you cannot contain in the normal realms of a relationship, and they're also both really into it, more than what I was thinking, because up until now we had been we had been seen and shown this point of view of Utsugi that really paints him as a villain of sorts, where he's like this, he's like opposing everything that what is going in the way of, I think Hajime Hatsutori. Like, Hajime Hatsutori really is in that really strange, like, pedestal area I talked about last time too, where everyone's like, I know the best for you, etc., etc. And Minoru Hanada, in fact, was no exception to it. Like, they show him as like the quote-unquote normal person of the group so far. Like, you go in expecting him to be normal Joe, but we all know from his past appearances of how he's been treating Haruki, he is no normal Joe. He is not the same person in our cast we are supposed to be listening to the opinions of, and unfortunately, or what I was supposed to be as the audience to, like, listen to, he was the opinion I was listening to in the end until now about Utsugi. Like, because Utsugi is like, oh, I will do this and that for Hajime Hatsutori, etc., etc. I know my bestie well. Like, I know him inside and outside. I am sure he wants to know him many other ways too, as much as he can. He wants to like know him intimately. To my surprise, I suppose to everyone's surprise, Hajime Hatsutori is into this. I can't tell how much he is into this, but he's into this enough to be indulging Utsugi. He's also like, well, we don't know for sure how regretful, because he's shown to be regretful, but at the same time, he's also been like standing person emoji. Can't really do much about this. Like, this is out of my hand. He's been dissociating big time. He keeps, Minoru Harada talked about it when he was confronting him. I'm jumping from place to place, but going back to the garden scene, because we have that garden scene, and it's like, oh, great, okay. We jump in and we're like, okay, so all of this is happening because he pretty much was, letting their messy romance run free. I'm gonna call it a romance for now, because, it's a messy situation at the moment, and I think romance is like kind of the best container word for it at the moment, but I think it's something more, something like way more than that. They've obviously got something more, I don't want to keep using the word messy. It's like more emotionally charged than what you would normally call a romance. Like, it's all the nitty gritty in there, and the very. It's like if you put all of the human relationships in like one mix, and then you like have it and you turn it into a paper towel and you dunk it in water and twist it real hard, but it won't break. It just has all the water coming out. That's the kind of relationship it feels like they have, and Minoru Harada is also involved in it. Congrats, man, you are their third wheel. Is he happy about this? I can't tell, but he definitely was rocking with it at the very start until they started becoming a bit more like one-on-one with each other. It always felt like he's like there as Hajime Hatsutori's friend, and then he's like tagging along, and then he's like, okay, there's my friend of a friend, but we're kind of chill at this moment. We're okay, I guess. And then he starts exploding, like, I really don't know what to make of him. I do know, but it's like, he's so strange to me, I think, where, by this point, I think, the audience, a lot of the audience, or like, I feel like what we are supposed to feel, or not that we are supposed to feel, just how a lot of people would end up feeling, would either side with, Minoru Harada, or they still remember how he treated Haruki, and then, so I feel like the two sides would split into one side that's like, okay, Minoru Harada has a point, like, morally, he is technically correct in this current society where, yeah, they're not they're not clean of their hands of whatever they're doing, and he's obviously like the warning bird. He's like the canary in the mine. He's calling for help. He is warning them that anymore they already crossed the line, like anymore it's gonna collapse. And then Utsugi drives the canary out. He is saying we don't need to worry about the warning signs anymore. It can be just our world, and he intends to keep it that way. He wants this. He's like creating paradise with his own hands. Utsugi. I feel like I'm going also a bit far in describing what he's doing because I'm saying things so definitely. But he's kind of like the way Hajime had story. He said he was very devoted and pure, and I feel like Utsugi is an example of what if you take purity to the extreme. Like, what if you take it to ultimate devotion, where it ends up becoming black and white. Like, he is becoming Hajime's white knight of sorts. He's becoming his ride or die, and I think in this similar way, I feel like from the way they said that the Enomotos committed suicide, I think Noah also was most likely heavily affected by this. She most likely ended up latching on to Hajime Hatsuri as her means of survival, and so that's why she's also acting up like this. I don't know. I'm really hoping we get to know more of her and what her deal is, because I feel like they're saving a lot of her for later, because we're not going to be able to understand what's her deal until we uncover more of what's going on with Utsugi, because I feel like her story is going to be so heavily entangled with the generation above hers that she is more of the aftermath of what has happened. Because I feel like she is going to be meant to be this parallel to Haruki, where she is the child that ended up staying with the group versus he is the child that got to leave the group and is coming back. So I think that's where she's gonna play out. So I think they're gonna have to have another major interaction between her and Haruki to discuss this. I don't know if they're gonna have more memories with her inside though. She's a bit too young to be part of the friend group drama, but she's also too involved to not be included. So she should be there at some point. If not, I'm assuming then maybe the DLC covers it. It'd be nice to see more of her though. I'm very curious, because I also want to know how she is going to contrast against, because I think she's also going to contrast against possibly Karen. Unless Karen's her own deal. I still want to know. So many things. Yeah. Because I don't think Kurachi, because I think Kurachi is already kind of like, his deal is already kind of wrapping up. Yanagi's too. I think the ones we haven't really been able to touch on as fully, was, it was also like, Karen, I think, hasn't really gotten much of a spotlight as much as I was thinking she could. So I'm waiting on that too. Something I thought was really interesting is Utsugi being compared to both the White Rose from the highest level of Paradiso in the Divine Comedy and the Lake Cactus from the lowest level of Inferno. Yeah, I was gonna get to that too. Because he's also being compared to pretty much Satan and to even this like pure White Rose. The two extremes, because he's also kind of going off on, I don't want to say he's deluded though, because he really isn't. Like Hajime Hatsuri, because Hajime isn't stopping him too. He's like, he keeps disassociating and thinking back to like happier days, and is like, Utsugi is someone who believes. Like he's not really acknowledging anything past this. And so Utsugi is being forced to fulfill many roles for Hajime. And so that's why Hajime, I think, feels so guilty right now. Because as we're going on, I'm starting to wonder if it's not his own actions that he's feeling guilty for. He's just more feeling guilty that he's not able to make, like, his beloved people, which would include Utsugi and Noah, to be free from the what they're like looking for, the Imperial, because they've gotten to the point where he's like, it's like talking to Hatsutori's body. I think if he was like witnessing it, it either means that his cells resonated with the plant and that's how he's able to observe this, or if he was dead already. But it could be that was when it was his like body when he died all those years ago, and then Utsugi is like not coping well. And so he wants to meet him again, I think. And I think if it is the case, I think that's a pretty normal feeling to have, especially in grief. Like, you can't control grief, and most people, most of all, would do a lot to see their loved one again. Like Riku, he went to the organization, you know, said he had hopes to bring someone back. Things like that, or even like within humans today, I encounter a lot of people where in their grief, in the end, it's easier to always talk about someone as if they're still here and alive, because it's always harder to let go of something you always thought is always around you. And I don't think it's like a matter of like, it's always a trickier matter, because people are always like, oh, it's fear of change and whatnot. But I think it's just more, it's also more of mindset. Like, you're not ever prepared for something that you have grown emotionally attached to, who can speak like you and feel like you, and you can also feel like they're the same as you, and then they're gone all of a sudden. And this is gonna be even worse tenfold when it's someone you thought is like untouchable, like how Utsugi was thinking of Hajime to be, you know, he keeps calling him the son of God, and he's like, he's like nothing can hurt him. Like, he also denies of Hajime's feelings, I think, because he doesn't want to believe that, because if Hajime can feel, then it means that there is possibility for him to break too. And I think you could go about this in two ways, where you could either believe Utsugi is, so then it'd be the Hajime Hatsutori belief of, you compare him to the White Rose, like he would see him as, he's very kind, he doesn't want harm to come to Hajime, he wants to do the whole caged bird scenario and protect him from all evils of known harm. So then if he's like above people, then it means he doesn't need to worry about this. And then as a step further, Utsugi can then place his love or his belief into Hajime. Because from the way Utsugi interacts with the other guys too, like for example the Enomotos, even Rai, and even with Minoru, he's very detached. Only with Hajime, he's able to like talk about how much he holds these feelings for him. So I think he's got some attachment issues going on. That's how I'm feeling. Because otherwise, I don't think there would be such a reason, or there doesn't have to be a reason, but it'd make a lot more sense to why he's so fiercely attached to Hajime, to the point where when they talk about the plants too, when Minoru was like, hey, these are like our kids, and then all of a sudden he perks up when and then Utsuki is like, yes, our kids. And when it says our, that includes Hashime. Okay, man. You didn't have to make it so obvious there, but he did. He really did. And so his affection is oozing from all angles. Meanwhile, Hajime is... he kind of... I can't tell of how much of, like... He just is hurt by other people and he doesn't want to believe or anything, or if he's more like if he's like Arrow Ace or something and he's kind of more distant, like doesn't want to favor anyone too. I think Arrow Ace was probably the wrong word to use, the wrong label. I'll think about my words a bit more, but he's someone I think just is not in the normal, quote-unquote, normal realms of human relationshiping. Like, I don't think you can approach him from a regular heteronormative lens either. Like, I think you have to consider a lot with Hajime, and there's a lot more we haven't seen. Because we don't even get to see his platonic relationships outside of... yeah, we don't get to see it outside of Minoru and Utsuki. I don't even know if he has friends outside of them. I want to say he surely does, but... I don't know. It's starting to feel like he might not. And even then, out of those two friends, both of them are also projecting onto him. It's not having a great roulette of friends here. So then that's a whole nother can of worms. I think I have to think about him for a whole separate instance. Still a lot we don't know about him yet, and I think the more we get to know about Haruki, that's also how we'll get to know more about Hajime. And then for Minoru, Minoru is odd. I think the more I know about him, the more indifferent I become to him. He is interesting, I think, for the sake of the story. He serves as a great foil for everyone else, like to compare and to contrast to. There's... feel like he's strange. Minoru is hot woman. I wish. If only. He's like... He's in such a strange position to me. Like, I can't bring myself to like him because one of my no-goes for a character like that makes it really hard for me to like them is when they're not very kind to their own kid. It becomes very difficult for me to like them. But I still do like him as like a character to look at. Just personally, he might not be my cup of tea as time goes on. But he's like, yeah, just I'm not really rocking with him, to be honest. I'm sure he is, as more time goes on too, he's going to bring out a lot more interesting things. Does this mean I'm going to become more sympathetic towards him? Most likely not. I have a feeling he's not rubbing me the wrong way, but his interactions with Haruki have already soured him quite a bit for me. And but I do like what he has to offer in this messy ass friendship situation. So he's good for that. As a parent, I'm sure and I'm sure he knows it himself too, that he's got a lot to think about. And I want to know more about Raisoi. Unfortunately, I think they're going to focus a lot more on Minoru, so we're not going to be able to get more on Raisoi. Because then, if we end up focusing on her, I think it's going to end up detracting from the focus of the relationship that Utsugi, Minoru, and Hajime have. Because although it would certainly add to it, it's going to break this fragile balance the game is already putting out for us to focus on, because there's so much information being thrown at us that I don't think adding in any additional information about Ride right now would be beneficial to the player. Like if I were the author, I would add it in a DLC or something. But at the same time, this author is so good. If it gets added in the main game, then I think they could do it. I think the author could pull anything off, and I'd be like, bravo. I'm really liking how the work is shaping up to be. I also really liked the detective segment. It was amazing. I liked how it had the flashbacks too, and how we had to recall everything too, and how it was so important for everyone, for the player to read everything too. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten to where he was there. I mean, obviously, most RPG Maker players are going to be reading everything, but I also want to know when I mentioned the detective part together last stream. You're smiling, yay! That's so good. This is a surprise today. I mean, that'll help us later. This is Musketeer. Yeah, this is so fun. This Ace Attorney segment, yeah. Cause I was thinking like, oh my goodness, I keep derailing, but it was so smart. I felt like it was a very clever use of why Haruki has to be a detective, or it also includes of more of like what he is and as a person, and how this is like showing more of his personality. I liked how, cause we've been running a lot on adrenaline so far, so having him like sit down, take a deep breath, and then think about what he wants to do next is so Haruki. Like, it really cements what he's doing, and I didn't understand it when we first got to it, when I had the two red texts of yes, this is it, no, this isn't it, and then the white text of Haruki being like, no, there's more to it. It's so clever. It's like it's showing you clearly whose will it is, and I just really liked how you know, it requires you to recall everything, and how it makes you feel more engaged with what you were reading so far. It was like, oh, like everything I was reading for fun has a point. Like everything is being rewarded. It's so nice. It's also making me wonder if it's even possible to proceed with the game without reading any of the books. If you happen to know. If no one knows, I'm going to end up when I'm fully done with this run, I'm going to try and play the game without doing that. See how far I can get back to here and see if it's even possible. But I doubt that prompt would show up if I wasn't reading everything, right? Cause I'm assuming it'd have to be like a certain thing. Cause then cause it was like, why can I see this vision even when I'm not in vision mode, right? So then it just wouldn't show up in the first place then, I assume. Love the detective thing because it feels like the game's jingling keys in front of me, asking if you paid attention. Exactly, it's like rewarding me, like, hey, were you actually reading everything, or did you just skim through because it had the gamer yellow bar on it to double check what it's all about, you know? It's so good. It's so clever. And I liked how we had the option to pick whether or not to save Shirano or not. Like, I liked how he's debating about it, and then to even like think about why he had to go through with it, he had to justify it to himself. So I like how it's showing also how Haruki, he's not full of himself. He's like, he wasn't sure in his decision, so he's floundering. So he wanted to do triple check and then make sure all his bases were covered. It's just like that one green vision that was like, you have to believe in yourself and can't waver in your decision. I felt like that's also calling back to it. All the other green visions that were giving solid advice until now to like hold yourself together and then to keep forward with what you know. I thought that was really nice, because then all of those end up accumulating back to the vision you could see even without vision shift. That one was green, and I thought that was such clever color coding too. I want to know if the blue ones are gonna have more later. I think it's interesting too how Utsugi's powers are, I mean, they're clearly ice, so they're also blue, but the game didn't use other colors, like, and instead of any other color other than blue, it uses blue for healing. Like, they really could have switched around, because usually green's for healing. They could have done healing as green, but then I feel like then it won't be the same. Wait, didn't Yanagi's healing light also be green? His vision is blue. I feel like I'm reaching, but I feel like in my heart of hearts, I want to believe that there's a connection between the healing visions being blue and Utsugi being blue, because I'm slowly getting the feeling that the game is inching me towards, like, bit by bit, to see, hey, there is a vision here of Utsugi and Hajime. There's something more than that meets the eye. Like, so far we had only been seeing Minoru Harada's POV of it, where we believe that, oh, it's the big bad wolf and they're like manipulating this poor sorry innocent lamb, you know. That's the that's the feeling I was getting from it, you know, how they're like portraying it all. But I think I think we're seeing more freak to freak communication here, and it was my bad for judging this dom sub situation. My bad, y'all. Don't mean to kink shame. Wait, I shouldn't say these. I'm trying to keep my channel not get restricted. Anyways, pretend you didn't hear that. They're clearly up to something that I should not have been judging, and I will I don't know if I support them yet, but they're certainly doing something and involving everyone. So you do you. Be happy, I suppose. But be happy, I say, and then they're doing all this mess. So maybe don't be happy. You know, they have a lot they have to talk out, and they clearly haven't talked it out, and that's why everyone is in this goddamn mess. You know, maybe communication will go a long way. Have we thought about this? Clearly not, because then here we are with this is just a mop is homophobia. My bad, guys. No, I swear. This is just the meme. Like, are you homophobic? I'm gay. He's avoiding the question. Yada yada. Anyways. A lot is happening. Yeah. My bad. I'm still thinking about my thoughts. All in live time. I like to simmer on them a bit too. They have something as messy as, like, you know, your average gay polycule that ends up making a shit vomit fest for everyone on a fine Tuesday night, and everyone gets kicked out of their apartments because of this. That's what this is. Yeah. You know, I'm making jokes. I love hearing all my thoughts on this. Yay! That's delightful. Yeah, yeah, when you said that, I realized I still haven't made my introduction video, which I really should get around to doing. So, at one point, everyone will be more properly acquainted with Mopwater, and you'll understand where I'm coming from when I say a lot of things. Perhaps? No. I don't know what I would even introduce myself with. That's why I haven't made my introduction video. There's a lot going on there. But yes. Yay! I'm glad my thoughts are fun. If you have, feel free to ask me anything else. Right now, I think I've finally got most of them out of the way. I just think this is such a messy situation zone of sorts. The reason why I keep hesitating to call them romantic is really because I think they have something like beyond just your average concept of romance. And yeah, they've got something going on for sure. They have I mean, I don't want to just focus on them, on their relationship only, because the work has so much more beyond that. I feel, right, I was gonna talk about identity and desire. Other things I've been thinking about too. And I've been talking for at least 30 minutes by now. I'm gonna keep going though. I'm going to keep you guys hostage for as long as I can, which will probably be for another 30 minutes since it's getting really hot and my laptop is burning and I need to really shut it down soon. It's not happy because it doesn't like it when I'm running OBS, Discord, and the game, and yeah, and the game. Yes, my thoughts. Right. Okay. Back to desire. So the game, I keep going back to the thought of how the game treats desire hand in hand with religion. I think that's interesting. The game is approaching this in the way of like, hey, your feelings, your thoughts, they are something like fanatical. They are something that is almost religious. Like we know how to approach this with, he says it clearly too towards Itsuki. He's like, hey, you've gone mad. You're like turning to a raging like religious fanatic, etc., etc. And then we have everyone else too, continuously in the group. They keep talking about this love for Utsuki. Not Utsuki, my bad. About their love for Hajime, and Utsuki also has this. And so this love for Hajime is what makes their religion. And I thought that's like hand in hand with how the game is approaching desire. A lot of human emotion, they talk about this in a lot of religions too. If you look at most religions, desire is always the root of a lot of sin, and so humans always have this concept that they should be fearing this desire. I feel like this is tangentially related to the thought of attraction too, which is how they're tying in the Empyrean cells to this too, like how all cells, when they are planted, they are going to get magnetically like attracted to each other too. And in a silly way, this also reminds me of Omegaverse, because of how, you know how in Omegaverse people keep talking about how, ooh, Alpha, Omega, I'm so scared of what our attraction means to us, you know, simplifying it. And so you can apply this same concept, I feel, back to the Empyrean cells, which is what's making this such a horror to me too, where you have the cells, you're injected with it, so that's scary in itself. You have unknown substances in you. You don't know what's gonna happen. People are always afraid of the unknown, right? And then it gets even more scarier when you're told, hey, so these cells can have you act up, and you don't know what's gonna happen, but you are going to get magnetically like drawn to certain things out of your will, and because of this, desire turns into something scary for both attraction, desire, everything, because then you're like, okay, how much of this is me? How much of this turns into like external factors? Like, are external factors still me, or is it something else? A lot of people tend to consider external factors to be not you, you know, they're like, hey, I didn't consciously choose to do this. But then can you say the same thing when your body is also really moving on its own? Like you have your bodily functions, such as you're breathing unconsciously, your blood is flowing even without you like consciously telling your body to do this, right? So then does this also apply to the cells, to them magnetically working? Like when you're framing it this way, then it turns into the question of identity pretty heavily. Like if I were to, for example, present the cells, or not the cells, if I were to present my blood to someone else and be like, hey, so I have my blood and it's going to continuously flow in my body to ensure that my hand will move. So my blood is moving, my blood veins and everything, my vessels are what make up my hand, and they move my hand. We are already intimately already familiar with the subject, so we're like, okay, yeah, that's how the body moves, because we already associate that, like, okay, blood equals this is for our body, so it's for our own good, so that's why it's categorized as under it's us, it's like for our own good, it's our will. But then with the external factors such as the cells, it's already being presented as such a horror because we don't know if it's going to be for ourselves. It's like they can run rogue. Like when Jabuchi was telling Haruki earlier, when he's like, hey, the cells, they are only listening to you when you have enough will over them. So then everyone's scared. Everyone's like, I have to control my cells. They have to be suppressed, you know? But then you can also apply this to then other kinds of cells that humans face. Like, for example, there's cancer cells. Cancer cells are made from mutations of the human body that were originally like regular cells that accidentally mutate a bit too much, and then they turn into harmful cells because they're mistakenly attacking the body, right? So then that's scary too, right? So then everyone's scared of what might backfire back on them. So the Empyrean cells are kind of operating on a similar level. So I feel like then would you count cancer cells as part of your own body? You know, a lot of people say yes, because it's already part of your body. It was like originally a part of you, but then the Empyrean cells are not considered because their origin is from something else, right? So then all of this ends up turning into like, would you adopt other parts to be your own body? So then I've also this is a very continuous flow of thought. So then it's also like, for organs, when you have like organ transplants, then would it turn into yours, or is it still someone else's? I think most people would still count it as someone else's, and you'd be very conscious, like, oh, this is an organ transplant. So then the cells would also be under the same category then of what they're helping with you. So then all of this accumulates back into fear, and then fear of desire again. So then, sorry, I'm going in circles because I'm talking out loud. Because I haven't stowed in my thoughts. Normally when I think about games like this, I've already done like a huge stew cycle, and then I have something more streamlined. But this is stream, and so I'm just talking, I'm rambling out loud. And so, yeah. So then it goes back to how there's like always this fear of human attraction to another human, of human desire to another human too. And then, so I think this is what is turning into Utsugi's case too. Like, I don't want to make his entire story to be just around Hajime only, but at the same time, it's kind of hard when a lot of the story is Hajime is the protagonist. Like, there's no way around it but to not divorce any of the other characters away from him, because he is integral to their personhood. So then I feel like this story is very much you have to take everything as its own package. You can't individually take everything out and dollhouse it. I think this is very much self-contained, like It's like if I had a bunch of fruit and I made it into a fruit jelly. I can't just take out a piece of fruit and then the jelly would go back into its original shape. There's still going to be a hole in there because that's the character. That's the fruit. Fruit. And so, you know, going back to all that. So I feel like that's why religion is very fitting to be used hand in hand, since a lot of people, we've already had a lot of experiences in history observing people where they say in the name of religion and they'll do certain things, you know? And so this is, you really could say it's like no different from how people do it for other people, white knights and whatnot. And they have a love for someone else, something else. It's like, I'll do it for the sake of my love. And then they'd go all out for it. Like, what's driving them? It'd have to be love for what they think it is. But I don't want to just like distill it, like just have everything only be love. I feel like it has to be something about individuality too. Oh yeah, that's where I was talking about my Cell's thoughts too, the individuality. Yeah, I think too, it's like, I feel like the work is also going to ask like how much of yourself is yourself, how much can someone consider themselves to be themselves, or is it of your like is it your experiences, nurture versus nature, all that? I think that's a huge question, because identity and self might maybe they'll approach it differently too, though. The difference between identity and self, because identity would be like, I consider myself to be this, this, and this, right? But then self would be like everything someone else and you would make up. I think a good example would be how VTubers operate. A VTuber operates by the person behind the screen, the visual, and the audience. Those three elements are what make up a VTuber. If anything, you can also say that's what makes up like any kind of animated character that has a real person behind them in live time. So even streamers that have character personas to them would also operate under the similar principle, right? So that's the self. But then if I were to say because then my individuality would be just me. So that's different, self and me. So then if the work is also tackling this, then it means individually Hajime isn't, I don't know if he knows his own individual, like if this is like why he's also going back, because he's going to acknowledge, because I feel like what makes him as a self is perhaps a too ingrained with Utsugi. I think I was trying to get the feeling that maybe him and Utsugi might have been codependent on each other. Starting to feel that way, bit by bit. My slow realizations. Maybe I could be wrong though. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's still a lot we don't know. I think that's a huge thing. I still haven't thought about what might come next. I mean, I'm still betting on us, because I was like, oh, Shinano, we're gonna save him. I keep talking about it every stream where he's like, I'm like, oh, because Shinano is our start point, it wouldn't make sense if we didn't have him as our end point. Like, he has to be there by the very end, and it wouldn't be satisfying, I feel, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm assuming S end is true end, because of its SA everything, etc, etc. So then if true end involves Shinano, that would make a lot more sense. And if other endings, like the other branches, I got to take a glimpse at the options for, I'm assuming that all of those would then trigger if we chose to not save Shinano. Because Shinano, with his identity being so I was going to say discombobulated, but I don't think that's the right word. he's right now very floating around. We don't know what exactly he is too. So I think he's going to be like a huge key part to Haruki accepting himself too. And not just Haruki, I think if anything it might be more for Hajime, where it's like if he can accept him in his heart, then there will be opportunity for him to accept himself too. And then I think it's like gonna turn into a matter of like what is your own will and how to go about your own will. But then it's gonna, I'm wondering how Utsugi and Noah are going to end up. We know Jabuchi dies, so we know that major character death is, and in previous routes too, or not previous routes, in other routes it's possible for Karen to die. I'm assuming the same would then happen for the rest if certain things happen. I feel because Yanagi, because if Yanagi didn't live, Kurachi wouldn't have been healed, which means Kurachi would have died if Yanagi died. So it means if we lost the Jabuchi fight, but I don't know if we could pass the Jabuchi fight without Yanagi. Either way, it still means that major character death is possible, and so then I'm wondering now if Utsugi and Noah are both going to die, but I don't think it'd be right, you know. I don't think it would be doing them justice if they were to just be killed by Haruki. Like, there's so much talk about Hajime being salvation for them that I don't think just simply killing them off with Haruki or with just with Hajime's powers would be proper for this game to end for them. I think there has to be like at least a talk before then, even if they were to die. And even if they were to die too, I don't know if it would be going down in battle. I might eat my words about this later, but I feel like at least for Utsugi, Noah, we still haven't gotten to see enough of, but she's definitely a lot like, we haven't gotten to see her in combat yet, which is why I think her death might be battle related, whereas Utsugi, because we've seen him battling so much already, I don't think it would make sense for his death to be with a battle, because he's already set up to be so boss battle like, and this game has elements of surprises that like to sneak up on us. So I don't think the game would do that to me. I have to believe in that. So then what would Utsugi then, how do we take him out though? Because I think he's so far gone at this point. I don't think regular human persuasion would really be working on him. If it did, it would have worked by now. I think Hajime would have at least, something would have happened by now if talking would have worked. And he's already crossed so many lines. So even just killing him, I don't think will do much good. Plus, they said that the hosts that have the cells have higher regenerative abilities, so I don't think he's also gonna go down that easily. Don't know about Noah then. Oh wait, if that's the case, I don't know if Noah would die either. But she kind of has to. For Noah's story, so with what we know so far from how her parents died from suicide, and then from how Hajime Hatsuri also is gone, and then she like only has vengeance, or like, yeah, it's both like vengeance and to like make sure Hajime survives. I think it's like as an extension for her parents. She kind of doesn't have anything else to live for from what we know at the moment. So even if she were to live, I don't think that's going to make her happy. And all things considered, the work seems to want to give everyone a happy end. So her happy end would not be to live. Her happy end would be to, I think, rest peacefully. But I don't know how we're going to be able to achieve that. I think that's something I'll think about more later. For Utsugi too, Utsugi, but on the other hand, a happy end for Utsugi wouldn't. It would also be to rest peacefully, but his is kind of different from Noah's. He has to be able. For him, it has to be first. He has to be able to accept Hajime's death. I think that's because I feel like out of all of them, I think he's like the most in extreme grief right now, from how much he's fixating on the cells. But he was fixating a lot on it before too. Maybe. I don't want to be too definitive on there. I'll still keep thinking about it. I'll still ponder a bit on that. Yeah. Okay. I think I covered most of what I wanted to talk about. I think I've already. Oh my goodness. Talked for an hour. I think this is good. Full hour of Cell of Empireo. Just talking. It's wonderful. Yeah, okay. I don't know if anyone's still around. But I think this is where I am now for today. And I'll continue again. Hold on. I should be able to continue next week. Let me see. One moment. Opening my calendar. Let's see. But if I'm not free on Monday, then I will be free on Friday, at least. Know that for sure. Oh my. Hitting all the wrong buttons. Where did my calendar go? Oh yes, okay. Yes. Okay, I will be free. I might be a bit tired, so might end things a bit earlier, but I'll see. Yes, okay. Thank you so much everyone for listening and for always coming by for Cell of Empireo. I'll continue again next week. Hopefully a lot more exciting things will happen. I still haven't given up on Kano living, by the way. I still have hope we're going to see him soon. Surely he'll show up again. Like, I don't think we have fully wrapped up everything with him yet. Just you wait. We'll still see him. Yes. Okay. I'll be going now. Goodbye. Salutations. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.